mindset to come back to play another game less than 48 hours away because it was a day game?
No excuses, just that's what the hand was that we were dealt going from there back here. And we had to make some adjustments with our routine, in a day in between, getting back late like that. You got to handle it. Quick turnarounds with travel is tough, but we're approaching March now, and you got to embrace every challenge and not victimize yourself in the situation, and just do what you can to get ready. Watch a lot of video, make sure that we're keeping our pace well, and be ready to come out a lot better than we did. We didn't come out real well, and we really tried everything we could to rest as much as we could, and then also get our pace back. And a very difficult challenge, and it took a while for us to get going.
After you did get going, how did you just feel about the team's hustle and effort tonight, going down after the first quarter 19-5? But you were down at halftime, and then third quarter just changed in the fourth quarter. I thought was that an energy level effort after playing Thursday, or?
Yeah, halftime. I'm sorry. Did you have? Yeah. At halftime, we had a lot to talk about that we weren't doing well, and a lot of it had to do with just accountability on defense, as far as missing assignments, not doing a good job, and what we do all year long. And so we had a couple things that we put in, just scout-driven in this defensively, but it really was going to come down to how hard we play, and mentally not taking breaks. In the beginning of the game, we were doing that constantly. And then at halftime, we talked about all the areas we were missing, and then I saw a different team defensively. We were much more Robert Morris defense, and it lasted for a while, especially in the third quarter. And, we got to continue with that. Even when we sub and we have breaks like third to fourth quarter, we can't lose our momentum that we had like that. And we got to be able to come out of breaks, come out of timeouts, come out of quarters where it's a long break and they get their chance to collect themselves, and you got to come back and bring it back again. I just continued to talk about the things that they were doing and trying to help them with the actions, and just continue to let our defense create a lot of our offense by being able to push the ball and get our pace going. And we caused some nice live ball turnovers, and we boxed out pretty well in the third quarter where we got the ball and we got it out, and we were playing our pace. We were playing Robert Morris basketball. Unfortunately, after that run, we lost that pace again, and Youngstown State was able to hit a couple shots that really elevated them, because we were really getting them stagnated in the 30s. They were in the 30s for a while, and we were really stagnating their offense. I thought we did a good job of stopping it, but at the end, they knocked down some big shots, and we missed some big assignments defensively.
Once you guys did get going, how did you feel about your team creating turnovers? Because there was a portion of the game where YSU was turning the ball over, but unfortunately with the turnover, you guys couldn't create much offense from it.
Yeah, that's our basketball, creating turnovers, getting stops, getting the ball out and push it. We have to earn the right to play fast, I always say. People want to play fast. All players want to be fast. Cause a live ball turnover, a long miss, push the ball. Just offensively, we had to do a better job of, obviously playing with a pace, and if we were going 100 miles an hour on a turnover, to stay fast on them while we had the advantage. And then if they got back or we didn't have what we wanted, then you got to change your speeds. You can't play 100 miles an hour all the time. You go from 0 to 50, 0 to 100. You got to have a change of pace. And so when we're causing turnovers, we got to push and stay fast. And then if they get back and they're matched up, we got to execute the offense by changing our speeds and screening well and using screens well. We had trouble doing that throughout the game. We had trouble playing with our pace offensively, and then some of the stuff, the actions that I saw us get open on, and we didn't either knock it down or see the open player. Again, just something we got to go back to the video and say, our offense is getting stagnated because we're not seeing the floor. We're not knowing where the attack is. That's frustrating, but again, you got to keep knocking on the door. We got to turn around and play again. We got to get on the road now. So no time to hang our head about those missed opportunities on offense, but just do the best we can to work on it, be better for it next time.
Coach, officially now you're going to be traveling to Milwaukee in the first round of the Horizon League tournament. Both games you had this regular season, they were battles. Kind of what is your thought process? What did you tell the team? A quick 48-hour swing and they got to travel.
I told them we had Milwaukee because I wanted them to know. And obviously it's a draw. and obviously, getting back going again. We have 2 days to get ready after a game like this. Now we're coming down. You need some time to recover. So now it's going to be about us doing what's best for them when it comes to the plan, the schedule. We'll get to them about what we're doing now that we know we have to travel, and it's a travel that's a little lengthy. We're going to have to adjust a little bit to what we want to do, but that's all we're thinking about now is moving forward. And, there's 2 things, us that we got to work on, and then work on knowing Milwaukee again, because Milwaukee's a much different team than Youngstown State.
How did you feel about Wiley's size? I thought earlier on they kind of used their size to their advantage, and then in the second quarter, I thought when you put Phoenix and Daniel Voltage in the same lineup, you did kind of balance that out a little bit. But as the game went on, Phoenix kind of got into a little foul trouble. But just thoughts on their size and how you can just.
It was really Ritz, I believe, that really was the size that really bothered us the most. She had 17 at 15. She was 8 for 10 from the floor. So we didn't do a good job of, obviously stopping her from doing what she does in a lot of parts of the game. But, their other size really wasn't much of a problem with the way we played. But, Ritz is part of their team, a big part of their team, and we can't just, focus on the other ones we stop. We got to stop her. She gets loose. She's very mobile, and she's very athletic to go up and get a ball up high. They can throw it up to her. She's got body control when she catches. She really contorts her body well around the basket to finish. So you got to keep her off the baseline a lot, because when she gets to the baseline, she's very good at, getting into paint and finishing or reverse layups. You'll see she shoots about 60% from the floor, but she shoots 40% from the free throw line. She's somebody that, obviously finishes well around the basket, struggles to shoot it a lot, but they do a good job of getting her loose to get her catches, and we can't allow players to touch our paint like that. If she's posting up, we had to force her out further. Can't let her get the ball lobbed up on a screen and roll or a quick knife in. When we kept her away from the basket, kept her away with her size, I thought we did a good job, especially in the third quarter, of, stealing the ball from her when she was trying to dribble around us and stuff. We were very active, and our defense really, you look at it and say it's 24-9. Our defense caused a lot of that 24. We had to put the ball in the basket, but we really got after them defensively. And like I said, she got loose a few times, especially early, but down the stretch, we got to get stops. We got to get stops, whether it's her or somebody else shooting from the outside. We got to get stops. We didn't get stops.
A big part of you guys are 14 from 16 from the line. Would you like to see maybe a little more driving to the paint, creating those and-one chances?
We talk about it all the time. We do a lot of drills for it, and it's in the game plan. We know that if we get to the basket, if we go up strong, it's going to be so beneficial for us, just because so many opportunities we see where people back off of a chance to get in there and mix it up and go hard and finish. We've been working on it, so the fact that we got some today, it had a lot to do with just us being willing to go in there. But the guards, I thought Mackenzie Amelia did a good job today, even though she didn't shoot the ball particularly well. She did a good job of keeping her dribble when she went in there, because she has her limitations at the basket with her size, but did a nice job of keeping her dribble and keeping her head up, finding players. She set up Danny that one time as she dribbled out and bounced past it in. Just great creativity. It's good to see her doing that more. But we got to get into the lane, and we got to be more confident in the lane, whether it's a hard drive to the basket or finding the open player. I think we're getting better at that. I keep working on it with them, but it was something that was a real struggle, especially early in the year. We've gotten better at it, but obviously this time now, we got to be our best. This is obviously one and done now for us, so we got to take it to the whole hard when we have the chance and be willing to go to the line. It's not a finesse game for us. We're not a finesse team.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.